and people adopted her siblings out. And so she was like really sad. She was crying when I first got her. And then, you know, I washed her up a little bit. They said I couldn't give her like a full bath until a week. So I just now was able to give her a full bath yesterday. But she been jumping around, playing with the bigger dog. All that, so cute. And then I noticed 2 days ago she had diarrhea. I'm like, what the heck? She had diarrhea. It had blood in it. And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to schedule an appointment. Or whatever. It was the weekend, so I couldn't. So then I finally did the appointment yesterday. But they told me that I need to look out for lethargic behavior. Girl, bye. Like, what? Can I keep anything to myself? Why do you steady keep watching with your bald-headed self? Bye. Why are you steady watching me? You ain't first to watch. Like, what? Y'all really be blowing me with this stuff. I be trying my best to be godly. Like, y'all be crunchy-headed, miserable, can't grow no hair. Leave me alone. You got a lot of other stuff to worry about. Don't watch me then. It's that simple. That easy. Anyways, they told me to look for lethargic behavior. And they said, like, the lethargic behavior is like tiredness, if she's not trying to eat, if she seems weak. And I'm talking about the little puppy I just got a week ago. If she not eating or whatever, blood, vomiting, stuff like that. So after I do her doctor's appointment or whatever, I took them outside to go use the restroom and brought her in the house. She pooped everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. So then I had to put her in a cage. I felt bad, but I had to put her in a cage. And she just was so sad, just crying. I was been trying. I was supposed to be taking them back. Yeah, I took her to the vet yesterday. I'm supposed to be taking them back on Friday. And she just whining, and then she just started throwing up. She had foam in her throw up yesterday night. So it's foamy. She got blood in her poop and stuff like that. And so based off what the doctors told me, that like they can get this type of infection due to water, like some type of water or whatever, like some type of disease in the water that dogs can get, especially when they're younger and stuff. And I was like, I'm hoping that's just not it, because they also told me it could be stress, like, you know, from being at the animal shelter to being moved to a home can stress them out. And then also, like, you know, her siblings got adopted out. So I'm just thinking, okay, it could be stress or whatever. No, it's starting to get worse. And like in the span of 2 days, she looked perfectly healthy. Now I can see a little bit of her rib now, like, and so she's dying. And I haven't been able to, like, it's weird. I know people like, you know, why you crying? Like, some people be like that, but I've actually experienced a dog that I have had since I was a kid and stuff. Since I was a kid till I almost became an adult. I had a real good relationship with him, and I used to always be like, why people cry about their dogs and stuff like that? Until he died, and then I got to, like, experience that. So I really wanted the older one, because she reminded me of my dog that died, and she looked just like him, and she's so sweet. And I thought bringing the little puppy would give her more time when I'm at work, and then to come home and stuff. And they telling me, well, They telling me that the little one might got parvo, and it's very contagious. And I noticed, like, I had took my big dog out for a walk when I took the little one, and when I came back downstairs, usually I don't have her in a cage or nothing because she don't chew up on nothing. She don't use it in my house. You know, she's a overall good dog. I think the little one got her sick, and they said the little one might have parvo. And I think she just gave it to my dog, and so now I just feel so bad because they literally gotta be miserable until they die, and like that's just too much for me right now. Like I got the first one to help me go through what I'm going through right now. For those who know, like, my story and stuff, like, I got a lot going on and stuff to comfort me, so I don't go back to my old ways and stuff like that. And now, like, I bonded with her, pet her for months. And like I said, at first I was like, I'm gonna give her up, like, I'm gonna give her up, but then at the same time I was like, nah, I'm gonna just get her a little friend and stuff, because I felt like I might have been a little bit too busy for the dog. I still was taking really good care of her, but I just feel like, you know, she's more of an active dog than a homebody dog. And I believe that little one got her sick, and it's my fault. It's literally my fault. My fault. It's not treatable. So the man that I just spoke to, he said, he told me that I'm sorry. He told me in most cases parvo, in most cases when dogs have parvo, they do not survive. My big dog won't eat. Like, my big dog been doing okay, and it's been 2 days that food been sitting there and my dog cannot eat. I've encouraged her to drink everything, and it's just so sad. Like, she get my attention and she like do this thing with her paw like this to like ask for permission. Can she come up there with me? And I let her and stuff. She just was so freaking sad. Yeah, I just saw that on ChatGPT that you gotta give them rice and chicken boiled. Well, he said in most cases. Now, I took her to the vet yesterday, so I see what they say. And right here it says, parvo is a severe and highly contagious canine gastro disease. Young, unvaccinated, and partially vaccinated, she's only partially vaccinated, pets are at great risk for parvo. The virus typically attacks the stomach and intestines. And so when I went to the vet yesterday, she was telling me that basically this disease, it can clean her out from the inside out, like from the inside out. So like all the blood you see and stuff is like her intestines, some type of something serious. But occasionally affects heart tissue. It can cause sudden death. The disease is transmitted by contact with infected dog feces or contaminated areas, clothing, or shoes. And then it says all pets should be vaccinated against parvo starting when they are puppies, with boosters when they are adults. It says, what does it look like? Vomiting, she's doing that. Diarrhea, which may be bloody, she's doing those two things. Weakness and lethargy, she's doing both, all of that. Fever, I'm not sure. Abdominal pain, I'm not sure if she has abdominal pain because I don't want to touch her because she's just stinky. And then decreased appetite, she's not eating at all, and she can eat. Then it says parvo is a serious illness that often requires you to be in a hospital for critical care and intensive treatments. The treatment focus on keeping your pet hydrated, controlling their clinical signs, and treating secondary infections. Even with the best possible care, some critically ill patients will not recover. And it's like they gotta stay in the hospital. Basically, if it's severe, they gotta stay in the hospital and get all kind of vaccines and shots and all that. And they gonna hydrate them, and they'll have to stay and follow up and all this other stuff. They will not eat hard food. I have wet food, and I have hard food. My dogs eat really good. They eat I give them the regular dog food first, and then I put wet food in there and I mix it, and they even have sauce for the seasoning for the dogs and stuff. I give them like chicken gravy. It's chicken gravy broth or something like that I serve over it. I also have like a seasoning. It's a chicken seasoning flavor, but I haven't used that one yet. And then I have salmon, pieces of salmon that you can buy in the dog aisle. I put this, sprinkle the salmon on top or whatever. And sometimes when I cook certain meals that I know they can eat, I will feed them and stuff. So if I make some type of chicken, I'll make sure that I cut them some pieces and I'll boil it, and then I'll flavor it with the gravy that I have, and then like sweet potatoes. I can have all that stuff, so I include that in their diet as well because it's better. And yeah, I've been doing that, and I just saw, like that person said in the comments, that you can do rice and chicken when they're going through this. I just fed them chicken and rice, literally, before I even knew that's what you can give them when they're not feeling good. But I did give them chicken and rice with bell peppers. So what do I do? Like, if they're not trying, they told me I could get her some, I don't really use medicine, so I don't know the name of it. It's not Claritin, but it's like something. I'll have to call them and ask them again what it's called. Let me see. Yeah, it was Claritin. They said I can give them Claritin or whatever. But no, not the ones that say Claritin D or Claritin C or whatever. I give them Zyrtec, Allegra, Benadryl, stuff like that. And then it says do not combine the meds. So I gotta stick to one. Thank you for the heart me. Hello. You said they'll just keep throwing it up. Yeah, they are. I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to give them dog food as well going through this. But yeah, they have. My big dog hasn't been throwing up and stuff. She only had diarrhea so far. But the little one, she has had vomiting, diarrhea, and blood in her stool. She has not been eating for the last 2 days. I've already took her to the vet yesterday. She's sad. She will not move around like she was. At first she was moving around everywhere. She won't do it. I was thinking maybe it was stress, because it says stress can be that, you know, just moving into a new environment that's normal. And they said sometimes they can have diarrhea and a little bit of blood in their stool when moving to a new home. But like I said, it's starting to get, she's foaming, like she foamed. But Bye. Y'all not about to irritate me. Y'all can't get no reaction out of me no more, so I really don't care. She's so funny. I'm not that funny. I'm not that funny. And it be y'all old people. Y'all ought to be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all old people be miserable. Y'all be wishing y'all was young again. They have drops at Petco. Get them. What are the drops called? Oh, you talking about the Claritin and all that stuff? Zyrtec. She has. It cures parvo. What is it called? Can you tell me? I'm sorry if you put in there previous. I didn't see it. Ask them, do they do an IV for hydration? Well, they gotta go back on Friday. But I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna. I was gonna surrender them because I'm just like, I can't watch them. Like, I can't watch these dogs struggle until they die. Like, my face so ashy because I've been just crying. Like, I can't watch them struggle until they die. Also, you need to keep them away from each other. Yes, one is in the cage and one is not in the cage. And the guy told me that it's highly contagious, because I was like, well, can you all trade me out a different puppy and stuff, because you all gave me a sick puppy, and I was explaining what was going on, and he basically was like, I wouldn't recommend that, because if it is parvo, then it's highly contagious, and that I shouldn't get a new dog until like a couple of months, because it like sits around, I guess, unless I do like a really good deep clean, which I would have to pay somebody to do. Sir, what are you treating them with now? The doctor gave her something yesterday. I gotta take them back on Friday. I just now got this information in the afternoon yesterday. So far, she just told me, like, I didn't know for sure what it was. She said it could be stress. Like, she didn't tell me that it is parvo. She said it could be. I just been watching it. They told me to watch for lethargic behavior, which is like tiredness, not eating, being weak, stuff like that. And so I'm just now like seeing that she's been doing that. So like I said, they gave me a sheet of the medicine that I can give her, and I'm about to go get it. You need to take her back. See, I wanted to take her back, but the animal shelter said that they're not gonna pick them up, and so they gave me a number to call where people pick up dogs, and they told me I would have to drive the dogs to the animal shelter. The animal shelter, because I got them from the animal shelter. I told them I'm not bringing them dogs in my car after I had like the vet, the little tiny one, after we took her to the vet and stuff. But we took her to the PetSmart and stuff, the hospital in the Benfield hospital. After I did that, I had made sure that she was in something, and she raised her head up like this, and she splatted out her butt. Like, I'm like, oh no, I can't have Dookie in my car and stuff. Like, that's nasty. So I will not be transporting them in my car. She's pooping back to back to back. No, they're not coming in my car. So I told them, can y'all pick them up? And they said that the animal I would have to drive them to the animal shelter. So I was thinking about, and this is just current before I even got on live, like literally just deal with this. They told me, no, they already told y'all what they told me. I'm thinking about possibly seeing if I can get a lift. They have a truck, and see if, they have lift to where they can transport dogs and stuff. So I was thinking maybe I can get a lift that can transport dogs and have them come up here come up there to the animal shelter. I don't know. What would y'all do? Her gums, so I looked it up. Her gums is still good. It say look for like dry gums and color changing of the teeth. Her teeth still shows healthy. Both dogs' teeth shows healthy.